Yo, what's up everybody? A recommended settings is going to be 1.2, 1.5. Just getting my link out right now, trying to figure out if I'm being gate kept. Usually more people show up by now, but yeah, we're getting ready to get started. Just setting up the spaceship, kick back, relax, and enjoy the tunes on this Friday. Let's go. Yo. Time to start the pod. What's up, everybody? Where am I at? Here I am. Whoa. Turn this music down a little bit. Hello, world. What's up, YouTube land? How's it going, cyberspace? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, a.k.a. More World Peace the DJ / producer. Hipto. It's a new dance coming soon for all the crypto bros out there. We're going to do that Hipto. Hey. But no, yeah, I'm a crypto enthusiast. You could essentially say at this point, I am a subject matter expert on the Zen ecosystem. And we talk about Zen daily on this channel, every single freaking day. And what else do we do here? Yeah, on Wednesdays, I do a alpha stream for anyone out there that joins my membership club, which is just the Bruh Club. It's a little $2 club that you can join, and every Wednesday we gather and we have a private chat, and just strategize on a different tip than the public tip, and then then later in the day there's a higher tier you'll see in my memberships, which is $10, and I do an AMA where we can simply chop it up and you can ask me questions, and if you ever felt like you wanted to get some insight from an expert, there it is. And yeah, we're just building up for the motherfucking bull market, and I had to throw in the little ads in the beginning because I gotta get used to it. But what's up, everybody? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mac? I see you. Shaka Vibes, Wiggity. What's up? Zen VMPX. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah, bro. It's all coming into fruition now. Oh yeah, today is Friday, September 8th. It's the end of the week, and it's been bloody hot here in the upper East Coast of America. It's been damn 70. I mean, if you've been watching the U.S. Open, you see the tennis players sweating like crazy. That's how I've been feeling. It's hard to concentrate. But yeah, everything's going great in crypto, at least in Zen world. So let's look at it. Big news coming from DBXN today. Oh, this has got to refresh itself. Oh, I guess I didn't load any of my pages. But yeah, DBXN with the banger. Let's go to their Twitter page. In case you didn't know, DBXENFTs officially announced launch dates. So it's real. It's happening. Rosvan and team, they're letting us know, yo, it's coming. Be ready. So the first chain it's going to be released on is going to be on Polygon, and this is coming September 14th. So that's next week. So if you have some Polygon NFTs, some Polygon DBXN, be ready. This is the first playground. We're going to see how it goes. So I know definitely I'm going to be rapping. See, the cool thing about this is that if you've been minting xeNFTs, then that's your liquidity for this game. So I got a lot of minted shit over there that, yeah, let's go ahead and let's port that towards the future. So yeah, excited to play this game. Then we have on the 21st, it's going to be coming out on Ethereum, Binance, Avalanche, and Phantom. So 4 blockchains going to be released 7 days after the first one. So you get a whole week of tests, test it out. Get your strategy together. You're gonna have a whole week to do it. So I'll have my strategy going. I've been talking about it probably for months now, if you've been following the narrative. But if you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay looking out for the Crypto Brush streams, because all we talk about is DBXN, and that's because it's probably the most elite dApp we have in our ecosystem, next to Zen itself. So yeah, so it looks like they're gonna come to bring the product, or what do you call this? They're gonna deploy all blockchains by the 28th. So by the end of September, everything will be released on all chains. So maybe it looks like Base is coming in last. That's pretty cool. And Moonbeam. Actually, all the favorite chains coming in last. So everyone should have the best strategy by the 28th, hopefully. What up, Tree City West? What up, Snarky? Snarky Puppy, what's up? Instead, to see what happens to DXN on these chains, there's no liquidity. Really, liquidity is low on all chains. Yeah, liquidity is low everywhere. But what's funny is that liquidity is starting to become not part of the conversation, because Jack said it himself on Crypto Kindness stream. He said there's fiat everywhere. There's an abundance of fiat, to be honest. It's everywhere. So it's about how do you get that fiat or that value into our liquidity. And I think things like DBXN and time, the longer that Zen is successful, the more time it's successful, the more liquidity that's going to come in on all chains. So now I'm starting to see it. Really what they're trying to do is bring everything together. And then once upon a time ago, on some Jack shit, Jack said he wants 90% of all Zen supply to be burned. All of it. So every blockchain and all of its Zen together, burning all of it. And there's actually a cool tool now on ZenPub. Shout out to Yosef. But Yosef created a burn tracker. Now, we won't track my wallet. Let's go steal somebody else's wallet. Let's track someone else's. We'll do the top player of DBXN. How about that? Oh, let's go back. We'll grab this person's wallet. DBXN is doing great. We're gonna talk about that. Don't worry. We're gonna get into the goods. I'm just happy that it worked in the way that I thought it would, because of fucking science, bitch. Science. So let's look at this person. This is like the #1 burner of DBXN today. They've put 8 billion Zen through DBXN on one account. Now this is a cool thing, because again, it puts in perspective, like, how much have you burned, or you can, like I said, grab people's addresses and drop them in and see how they're playing. right? See if they're really playing a game or if they're just playing a game. So, yeah, this is bullish for DXN. People just playing with one wallet, trying to stay stealth. Like, I don't want y'all to know my real burn wallet. Don't worry about that. Just know I'm playing DBXEN. So that's pretty nuts. But yeah, this burn tracker is a good way to see how much stuff you've burned. And yeah, we're looking good. Where was I going with that shit? Oh yeah, all of this is going to be burned. That's what I was trying to get at. Is everything in this universe as a whole, one day will be like, the total supply of all Zen is this. I don't even know if it has a stat like that. But yeah, the total supply of all Zen is XYZ, and has 90% of anything that has been created been burned. Because then it would be like, wow, you had the opportunity of a lifetime to mint on all these chains before they figured out how to bring them together and just delete them all. I mean, that's the ultimate plan for Zen, but DBXEN on top of it is what helps the disinflationary factor of Zen. And then you add their DBXENFTs, which is now taking future Zen off the market, because as soon as you play the game, that Zen is gone. It's either going to penalties or it's going to a burn. So it's gone. Once you do it, it's gone. That's why make sure you get a good strategy, because don't play DBXENFTs with XeNFTs that you want liquid Zen from, because the liquid is gone as soon as it's sent. It's gone. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm really curious on how they're gonna bring it all together and make all the liquidity come together. But Zen's doing great right now. This motherfucker lift off. Yeah, this is all going back to the science. People are gonna be like, well, why is Zen doing this? Someone must be pumping it. But no one's pumping Zen. The thing is that we've been looking at the liquidity, right? And I've been saying we need Zen to get to at least 1 trillion. If we can get to 1 trillion, then yeah, we're dumping. But like, for some reason, we've been staggering in between 734 billion and 600 billion, right? And we're still right there in the middle. And this is growing too. And something else I was doing was I was looking at my old YouTube videos, because I was like, you know what? I've been documenting this, and this is why I want to stream every day, because then I can go into the past and be like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. So like, I forget which one of these I was just looking at. Maybe it was this one. Let's see if it pops up. Okay, yeah. So like this one. This is 3 weeks ago, August 14th. So we're going to use liquidity on DXN. So I was trying to figure out which direction DXN was going to go. I won't lie. I was super sold that my 162 call was out of the picture in this particular range 3 weeks ago. I was like, oh man, we might go up. So what's the case scenario for a bullish idea? Because we know we're going down. Like, that's the thing about Zen. You find the bottom and you go, well, how long is it going to take for us to get there? It's the science part of it. How long will it take us to get there? And it's about supply and demand. So when you fast forward on this chart, realistically, there was no buyers 3 weeks ago. There was no reason to buy DXN 3 weeks ago. The only reason to buy it was because you were getting hyped for DXN. But the realization is that motherfuckers are poor right now. So that should have been the actual sentiment. But I was still holding on to this idea. Maybe people got cash. Maybe they're going to come through, right? Fiat is infinite. But yeah, not 3 weeks ago. Down city. So let's go ahead and look up the speed up chart of this DXN world. Now we're at 258, or excuse me, $2.48. Let's go to the daily. So yeah, when that video was made August 14th, we were right here at the top of this resistance. So I was under the assumption, hey, maybe we'll get past this, right? But instead there was no buyers. So what happened was the lobby, people in the lobby were able to take advantage of it. And what it proved to me, though, even I learned, I didn't know how DXN really works. So I should have never been like, oh, I'm gonna buy some DXN up here, right? So you know, watching it go all the way down here, you know, and accumulating some on the low, this was all sell pressure from the lobby. So it kept going down and down. But now what the lobby has done was, if you look at this video here, I don't know if I can zoom in on it. Oh shit, I don't know if that works. Let's see, is there a way for me to zoom in on this shit? Let's see. I don't think so. But if you could squint your eyes over here at this at this little box here. Here, maybe I could do it like this. Oh hell no. I said, what the fuck, bro? What are you trying to do? Oh yeah, it's not gonna really show. It's pretty blurry, but whatever. So it had an 18,000 DXN in the pool, and there was only 13 wrap ETH. So it was $63,000 worth of DXN and $25,000 worth of Ethereum, right? And that was 3 weeks ago. So with the concept of like something is coming forth, that news, that's what's created the buy pressure, and we squeezed all the way down to the zone. So I'm actually like, yo, did the team plan this shit? What the fuck? Like, that was too perfect. Like, there is even a micro dip in there, so you can get some mo for the low. So yeah, that was a pretty crazy setup by the team, in my opinion, using the nature of the contract. So like, that's something you get in fair crypto because nobody else has the coins. So you can use the nature of the contract to create that squeeze. Now, where did I get September 13th? Right, like, I don't even know how the fuck I hit this on the head, but I'm still looking for the original reason why I put September 13th here. I think it was because 59 days ago, I realized that it was gonna take another 60 days. It's like, yeah, like 2 months ago, back in June when this happened, I was like, fuck, this is just gonna take a longer time, and I don't know how long, but possibly until September, until there's an actual DBXENFT. And how low we went, that was all mysterious. So really, really good trading action happening on DBXN, y'all. Like, this is crazy. This is like unseen before activity. You if it's a shit coin, it's gonna rug. But the thing again about DBXN that makes it different is this part here where 92% of the coins are staked. So since the coins are staked, it provides a reason for people to not dump the price. So the only coins that can dump are the coins coming from the lobby. And this is pretty much now like a 3-week recap of this fucking video. Right? What did we just suffer through? Literally, people selling the lobby every day and no one giving a fuck about DXN. And I even put a tweet out. I was like, DXN won't go up until people don't give a fuck. And like, they don't understand how like the lobby works. And then that's like the smallest window of opportunity for you as a user to like scoop up some coins for the low. Because once everybody starts to get hip again and they want to learn, then they're gonna absorb the content that they need, right? Like, all of y'all are fucking early. It's only like 30 people in this bitch. And DXN just like ran. How up is DXN right now? It's crazy. Talk about missing the gains in the bear market. What's up, chat? What up, Zenjo? Lita, Mr. Drums, Clay, Willow, Zenthusiast. What's up, y'all? Welcome, welcome. I'm over here. I'm going crazy because I'm hyped. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? Ugh, I hate that thing over there. But let's see. So if you would have bought the dip, because it was available, you just had to be there. Yeah, if you would have bought the dip up to where we are now and sold the top, I mean, that's up to you if you want to do that. But like, yeah, there are some people who are performing buy, sells, and trades. So yeah, we're gonna let them do their thing, whatever. And they're up 100%, like in a bear market, while everything else is like undecided. And this is because, again, of the utility. All you needed was a reason, right? So now DBXENFTs, again, this is gonna bring a lot of DBXN from this lobby to DBXENFTs. And that motion of removing DXN from here and actually dropping the unstake. So this is like a monumental moment, because once DBXENFTs come out, we won't really care anymore about how much is staked, because that number will be a variable, as in like, why aren't people moving? right? If a lot of people move, then we know that most of the staked coins could be 1 to 2 wallets, 3 wallets, 4 wallets, or whatever. And maybe they're not going to unstake like crazy either. There's going to be a lot of strategy that needs to be, that we'll see, like new human behaviors that will happen when people are DCAing out of a position to get into another one. So I'm waiting and I'm hyped. But right now, 92 until it's real. Yeah, and it becomes real win again. 2 weeks from now. So September 21st, expect coins to be moving out of the contract. And what I've been doing, again, because we're lit out here. Is this it? Yeah. Yeah, go get the DBXN contract and just keep your eye on it. Claim rewards. Where's that unstake at? Where's that unstake at? Oh, what the heck? Maybe this is the wrong contract. The way I get it though, if I don't have it up, is I go to the website and then down here, oh, you can't see it. Kinda. Below this burn button, you'll see a box where you can get the contract. Yep, advanced features. We're gonna go and unstake. So like, yeah, I was watching this, and everybody who unstakes, they sell their coins, and then somebody comes back behind them and burns, right? Or not burns, but buys. So the people who've been controlling the lobby, they've lost control in 2 days. That's crazy. Like, they had control over this lobby since the 12th, and it took a little bit of news for it to turn around and turn it to buy pressure. Like, DXN is unseen before. Like, you don't even need to shield this shit. It's just gonna blow up and people are gonna show up. They're gonna be like, wow, why wasn't I here earlier? Why wasn't anybody shilling this? And it's just like, I don't know. There's one dude on YouTube saying like, do you see this shit? Like, everything is checking off. Oh yeah, look at the liquidity as well. So now that going back to this photo here 3 weeks ago, 1813. So you look at DXN now, we at 1421. All right, so there's more ETH in the pool, less DXN in the pool, and prices going up. So ETH is becoming more. You need more ETH to get the DXN now, right? And if DXN, and this is what's getting crazy, y'all. Like, don't fucking sleep. Like, the game mechanics work well. So yesterday we actually closed on a high ETH day. We haven't seen 5 ETH in a mad long time. And here, if you look at the occur fees, so you'll see we had a little bump up yesterday. That's fire. Ooh. Right, so yesterday we saw 5, and we've seen some of the this is the low right here. So we just broke past a low of the last 2 weeks almost. So I guess our high would be 7 to be right where we were 2 weeks ago, but we're like a little under a week, 3 days. So that means, again, there's speculation happening in the lobby, and that's supposed to happen. And what the speculation is that I need to get more DXN before the people below me, because there's not enough on the decks. So everyone's trying to get a position now, and this was already something that you should have been thinking about. Like, when nobody's fucking burning and there's like 2 ETH in the pool, and then now it clicks in your head when there's 5 ETH in the pool. Oh, like, like, that's why I was already saying it. Like, bro, this shit gonna go crazy. Once more and more people start to get it because of emotion, right? And that's the thing about being in crypto. You want to remove that shit. I can't sleep. It's too hot. Hey, bro, it's way too hot out here right now. I ain't sleeping on DXN. That's for sure. For sure, bro. Do not sleep on it. I just finished watching your stream from yesterday on 2x speed. It's strange to hear your voice at normal speed. Yeah. It's like, if it's a gift if you come live. Oh, pause. But yeah, if you're here when the red dot is happening, that's pretty dope, because then you get to just hear the naturalness. But after the fact, Yeah, just get that data in, bro. Just get that data in. Yeah. But what do you call it? This right here, I just wanted to point this out real fast. We discovered where the game is. So it's about pool entries. And again, the pool entries of yesterday were gassed up. There was a lot of people playing. I mean, number 10 and number 11 were burning, you know, as much as they could, but they could only get to where they got. And I was on the same hype because I have some Zen to burn. And there's a lot of people sitting on Zen ready to burn it. So with the 333 auction being postponed, that's why I was tweeting, get ready. Like, where's my tweet at? Bruh. My shit is legendary right now. I'm so hyped. What the fuck? Where was it at? A couple of days ago, I was literally like, kindness stream was what, the 4th? I think that shit was on the 4th. Where is it at? Soonish. Oops. That's when we started talking about Jack. Where is it at though? Oh yeah, see, this is one I set on September 2nd. The pivot point in the current DXN cycle will be when everyone loses interest in the daily lobby. The only people burning are players going long on DXN. Zen World is based on attention to teach the players and users how to finesse patience. This is called fair crypto. I'm gonna like my own tweet. But yeah, I was already saying that shit. Jack be saying shit too. When I be watching his interviews, I be like, bruh, we're all on the same thing. We're just trying to get everybody else caught up right now. So if you feel stressed out or you feel like winded from the Zen ecosystem, that's just because you're running the race. You're in the board of directors. Let me see here. Oh, okay, yeah, September 5th. Right. On September 5th, I said, yep, time to start burning for DXN again. Firing up the mentor. It's all coming together one day at a time. And I was like, yeah, burning all my Zen on all chains. No reason to hold it unless it's staked or in an LP. Right. So I was going on a whole thing on the 5th because it was apparent, like, pushing back the 333 auction just means that everything else breathes. Like, oh, okay. Every time, like, that's what's crazy too about Zen. Once we start to really solidify all the programs in Zen, every time one of those bigger programs does some sort of upgrade or some sort of new thing, it's going to dictate the market, you know, and it's only beneficial for developers to work together that have the bulk of the Zenian. So DBXN is a giant piece of the puzzle right now. So when they move, you probably want to move with them if you're in Zen. And that's like what Jack probably just did. He was just like, you know what? They about to fuck shit up anyways. And it would be healthier to give X1 chain more hype. And it would be healthier to filter people out with the Richard Hart type marketing. I don't know. Maybe this is normal marketing. It's actually normal in tech. It's just never been so personal, like on this level. You know, usually Apple will tell you something and then never deliver. You know, Google will tell you something, never deliver. Uber will tell you something and never deliver, right? You don't go pitchforks to the Uber fucking HQ saying like, you didn't give me that feature. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what's happening in Zen. Jack is leveraging that tech thing where you can say something and not come out with it. And nobody can do anything about it because everybody else is too stupid to make it happen, you know? Like, what they're trying to do is different, bruh. Releasing a bunch of coins. And I think airdrop is the wrong term. So I wouldn't even be surprised if stuff really gets weird where all it is a burn. And they just say, fuck it, we're not even going to do the 333 auction anymore. And not to like fud it out or anything and make me think that like, oh, not or less than it's going to be burned now. What it makes me think is that people will become more strategic about how they deliver their burn. They won't just be throwing their fucking Zen into the furnace, you know, praying for a 10,000x. People will value and, you know, perceive their Zen as an actual artifact, you know. And I like that shit. I think it's really cool. I think it's cool to slow it down for a second and be like, because now if you had a position in DXN, the party's starting. You know what I'm saying? And the balance between the two is going to be crazy. So VMPX is probably in the same. I probably need to start talking about VMPX more often, because I bet it's getting ready to do the same thing DXN just did. Because if there's a delay on X1, then the focal point goes back to its features. You know, one of those being X1 will be powered by a gas token named Zen. You know, and DBZen burns that gas token, which makes the transfer of value go to DBZen. So VMPX is going to be the bridge token for X1. So it's going to absorb the value of what is X1 now versus later, you know. And this red line here, the 6 cents, this is where the minting or the people who minted VMPX are in profit. Or back to basics, basically. Every coin was minted out at around 6 cents, pretty much. Some people pay a little bit more. But if you wait it, you know, very, very, very dope distribution model. Just using gas to get the token out. No security looking ass. But yeah, looking at the RSI on VMPX, everything is looking good. I also saw that Simple Waters. Shout out the simplest of waters. He's championed this shit OD. He dropped a video.
Actually checking out the Libre Dex here. It's currently in beta.
Hey, speed this
Fred
motherfucker
from
up.
the Libre team, he actually sent me over the code to get access here. So let's actually check out
Simple,
the
you gotta
trading
talk
of the
this fast.
BRC20s, and one of my favorite BRC20s, which is part of the Zen ecosystem, is VMPX. And so
VMPX. But yeah, nah. Shout out Simple Waters. So Simple Waters made this video talking about the beta. He's very passionate about Bitcoin. One of my motivated my bitch ass to get into Bitcoin when I was just standing around, and Avalanche. So shout out Simple. But Zensu also tweeted his video of swapping. So I was like, oh, wait a second. These motherfuckers are starting to show stuff, man. Right? Then you got Jack Levin 6 hours ago posting this, which is they're bringing Zen to proof of work, bro. I remember them talking about this in the beginning of Zen. So now that Zen is like, it's starting to create what people, or it's starting to force you into to understanding it. And if you don't, you're just gonna get left behind for a little bit. You know, maybe things flip and you start to realize like, oh, okay, it's a mindset. Duh. You know, it's not about being connected to a physical. Like, that's old school crypto. Like, in old school crypto, you're like, hey, that's a Bitcoin. I love that. Oh man, I need more bits, you know. Or hey, that's Ethereum. I love that, you know. And then you love the other shit that goes along with it. You love that it's, you know, blockchain technology. You love that it's, you know, forever. You love that it's immutable. You love that it's first principles, right? But then you love that it's Ethereum. But then when you look at the love for Ethereum, right, like, all right, I love ETH, but do I love what's behind door number one on the ETH, which is Vitalik and VCs, you know, or even Bitcoin, which now it's like, do I like what's behind door number one, which is going to be BlackRock and Grayscale, you know? And that's just the way it is. You know, it's 2023. How many places do you get to join and become what you can become today in Zen world, which is like part of the board of fucking directors? You can make decisions on the overall community with community members before it's a big ass community. Like, this is we're like still very early again. Not that many people in Zen world, right? That's why I need some likes. Hit the like button if you're here. What's up, Shizzy DeFi? That's love. I forgot I even owned that much. I'm down to a lot though on my Intel. Hell yeah. Yeah, nah, like fiat's getting ready to come in, but it's gonna come in through Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's why I'm not really worried. I'm not worried about where the fiat or the value is gonna come from. It's gonna show up. Hey man, just drop in real quick to see how are you all? If you are all good, we'll watch a stream later. What's up, Christopher? Shout outs. Say if I have to claim 200 batch mint on Zen on ETH, how expensive would that be to claim? Depends on your gas. Gas is low as hell right now. Actually, if I was in crypto, not in Zen, I would be very nervous. I'd be like, what? Why is gas at 4? That doesn't make any sense. On a Friday? Damn. Everybody give up on crypto? Everybody. Ain't nobody using the chains, bro. We are literally the last Mohicans, bro. Do you see how smooth the swap? Holy moly. What swap? All this stuff they're doing is only going to get a lot better. We haven't seen anything yet. That's a fat kin dog. We haven't seen anything. This is just the beginning. Like, especially this. Again, doing this, like, proof of work, bringing Zen back home, aka, you know, like, that's kind of crazy. And then using X1 chain to do all of the crypto things. That's why I think like X1 is going to be one of the most complex blockchains ever invented, because it's going to have each piece of the puzzle inside of it. And like right now, all the puzzle pieces in crypto are different, branded differently, and owned by different pieces of the overall puzzle. And that's why crypto cannot onboard anyone else. It's actually like the way that crypto's designed currently is designed to onboard nobody. Yet they're pushing that, you know? So X1 chain has that potential to, again, give crypto experience to someone that never thought they would be able to get crypto experience. Like, imagine you're mining some stupid ass coin. You could go and see it too. Like, go to YouTube and look up the miner people. They'll tell you what they're mining, something you've never heard before. Let's see. Sometimes I tune in. Oh, let's see. Oh, Roken. So you see here, you would go here and you would see like, what do I want to mine? Like, what am I mining? There's only one thing, like chia. It's like all these little things here. Oh shit, what's up, Shaka Vibes? Sushi for launch, bruh. Thanks for all that you do. Wiggity wiggity. Hey, I appreciate that, bruh. Real talk. Thanks, my guy. I got the SD hat on too, even though our season is ass. We still outside. Shout out to Willow with the gifted sub, and Gomo with the pick it up. Welcome to the club, bruh. Last one, and I'm turning on the lights. Yeah, this one is crazy. But yeah, like these like mining is so much different now. Like DHX mining, like what the fuck is this? Data tokens. Like the crypto world is pretty far away from its original state, which is just fair, you know, be your bank, you know. And again, that's why I'm saying like the way that Zen is being built is pretty much, in my opinion, getting ready to release the biggest blockchain of blockchains, that as a developer or someone who's passionate about being in cryptography, like you'll be able to have all of these pieces to really make something that might change the world. Because there will be every angle, man. It's gonna be crazy. Hey man, at least the Chiefs lost last night. Yo, you know what's crazy? Don't count yourself out. The Detroit Lions, man, they're a joke. But not last night, bro. Took a fucking big bite out of Patrick Mahomes. He was hurting. But yeah, it was that pick six, yo. If they didn't get that pick six, and that's why I'm gonna say shout outs to defense. I'm not like a super huge sports person, but I played sports growing up, and you know, to this day, I like to root for athletic ability. Like that's why I skate still. I think like skateboarders, they got the craziest athletic ability, bro. Like jumping 18 stairs, flipping some wood. You feel me? Like catching it and then rolling off. It's crazy. But yeah, last night watching the opening of the NFL season, I think it's going to be a really entertaining season, right? When you have a pick six from the defense, prime time on a Thursday, to basically win the game. Oh, shit. See, like, the energy is going nuts right now. It's crazy. Yeah, big ups to the Detroit Lions, all my Detroit fans. Thanks for the answer, Guru. Thanks for being here. Zen price is up 66%. You know what that means in numerology? Yeah. It means it's 999 upside down. And tomorrow it's 999 in numerology. Yeah, numerology tomorrow's a special day because it's all nines. It's actually kind of crazy. Like it's like weird because in my world, I was born on the 9th day of the 3rd month. So I'm in relation to 9 and all these different weird ass things. And yeah, tomorrow's 999 day. So we'll see what happens. It's happening on a Saturday. So, and it's happening on a Saturday. Saturn, a day in relation to Saturn. You know what Saturn rhymes with. No interest in being a Zen node, bruh. Irish line dancers are athletes too. Hey, they are. The way they be bringing them knees up. I couldn't do it. I'm over here cheering them on. Yeah, bring up them knees, bruh. Do that dance. You know what I'm saying? Me in the back cheering and shit. Big buy DXN. For real? God damn. Damn, it's all gone. Down to 10K. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's probably Zenith. He said, well, here we go. All aboard. Yeah, 5K. But you guys see what's going on here? 5K moves the price this aggressively. So now, where are the sellers, right? The sellers have to come from unstaking. So when you see something like this happen, the next thing you could do is, again, you just go straight here and just keep your eye on the contract under unstaking, right? And if no one is unstaking, that pretty much is like like right now, like I'm kind of like, man, I thought they was gonna sell because I had some dust on the side. I wanted to throw a little bit more at it, you know. But I'm gonna wait because if you've been watching the channel, you know that our real target for this potential move is going to be up at $8 to $10. So I do expect to see unstaking in this range. All right. I do expect it. You should expect it as well. Now, this might be the start. The release date of ETH. So we have 2 weeks. So the 22nd, let's go ahead and just put a line there, or the 21st. Of September, right? So this is your window right here, because on the 13th we get Polygon, and then the 21st we get Ethereum. So if Polygon is a success and there's a lot of divs, you can probably expect this price to keep going up because people will be like, it's gonna take 10 days. So it's this is actually really, really good, guys. 10 days after DBXN launches, just from the math, you should have to stake like maybe 4 or is it 5 to 10 DXN per DBXENFT, and then it goes up per the days. Like how as days go on, more and more DXN has to be staked in order for you to stay up with the power, unless you're burning DB or you're burning xeNFTs that have a lot of matured Zen. So it's gonna be really crazy ass theory. A bruh candle. Do I get my first candle? Is that one of my first candles? It happened while I was streaming. Maybe somebody bit the bullet. Or like, all right, fuck it. This motherfucker pumping this shit. I must get in. Yeah, there was like 20K that just went into the pool there. The divs are crazy, man. If you're in the pool right now getting the divs, wow. Shout outs to you. I'm staked. So this is the part though. This is the part where I want to see Rosvin and team take this liquidity pool and build it on top of DBXN. And it just becomes part of like a gas burner or something. Okay, we got some sellers going on. Oh, this is the top player of the day. They're gonna get exhausted. Someone's just gonna buy it behind them and tell them to shut the fuck up. They're like, your selling days are over. Yeah, so that person's exhausted. You see, they had claimed today 1,000. They sold them all. So now you can buy right now, right after them. Let's see what this wallet's doing. And again, like, this is just the beginning. So all it takes is more players to enter the arena, and then it gets away from us. We don't even need to worry about it anymore. It's going to do its own thing. So yeah, this person is DCAing out. They're sitting on 1,000 tokens, so they can't really do much damage. So the sell pressure on this pump that just happened is not even real. Right? You see $1,000. I see 300 DXN. You ain't got enough, bruh. It's cartons for that seller. Very weak weekends. Yeah, no, the same people are always doing it. I'll be watching their addresses. Shit, on my Zenmon, I like put people's addresses in my Zenmon. Yeah, bitch, I'm watching you. You better get a new wallet. We're on to you. But yeah, if you use Zenmon, you can like put people's wallets in here and like track them. So I'll be watching these fools like. I see you. Better hold that DXN. Zen brings back the reason for crypto and first principles will be the narrative going into the next bull run. The Zen ecosystem leading the charge. Yeah, I think we'll be a platform for people who want to try it. Joe Blau and Rosvin are the pioneers, and anybody else that builds. That's why I give Slashdot and Iceman their flowers right now, because they're doing something for the DGen community where you're just putting shit crypto out. You know what I'm saying? But then you have your Rosvins who are doing it for, you know, his community. He's all over the place, but like bootstrapping value without having to fundraise. Like, that's crazy in his community. Everybody thinks they need a fundraise. People will put fundraising before the idea, and that's what's tainted idea. And same with Joe Blau. I mean, he worked at Amazon and he worked at Uber. So by creating his own, you know, corporation using Zen, like, that's insane. People will follow. They'll be like, yes, like this coin for some reason provides you with Web3 support. So I'm hyped. This mofo right here, this mofo ain't real. That mofo right there ain't real. With all the Zen productivity, I can see Binance listing it. What do you think? Yeah, after they buy some. No, or it will be after layer 0. So layer 0 integration would allow pretty much Zen to be like infinite liquidity. Well, not infinite liquidity, but how do you say this? Like, you could back all of the Zen with all the ETH Zen with every network of Zen, and vice versa. And it sounds stupid because it's like, well, why would people just want to trade Zen with each other? But it's like, but why wouldn't people want to trade Zen with each other? Yeah, I do recommend watching. Is it Maxim? Yeah, Maxim broadcast. Him and Jack Levin, they chatted it out yesterday. Don't go here for any hopium. I'm gonna keep it real. Come over here with an open mind. Maybe drink a beer, smoke some trees, rum on the rocks, and just kick back and listen to this shit. But yeah, in this stream here, Jack Levin talks about layer 0. Let me see if I can find it.
you know, DBXEN's awesome. It was a community member that wanted to use his creative way of adding value to the system that added value to the system. And it's the more people we have, it fascinates me as an idea in itself, because I think it's impossible to quantify it, because you don't know, it's impossible to know what the next innovation will be and what the next creative idea any individual will think of. But you can have a probability that the more people there are, the more likely there will be a creative idea that is very valuable there. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You curious? Go finish your thought.
Well, I was just curious what you think about that, and it does seem implied to me in some of the way that you've approached things that it's backwards sometimes from the way that I see a lot of people do things, where I feel like there's more unknown in your approach, in the sense that let's build something based on principles, and they're principles that we believe in, that we think have value, but exactly how that will show valuable is not known. And then also, I think I noticed this reversed approach from, like, it is intentional.
I guess I ain't gonna be able to just spot it.
3,000?
Right.
Absolutely,
No.
you could, because there's an arbitrage between the cost and demand, and the availability and
Yeah.
liquidity. So, what happened with the Zen ecosystem? It's pegged to the performance and acceptance of Ethereum and overall rally in Ethereum. And Ethereum will rally just because the ecosystem will just going to continue to get stronger. So it is almost impossible for Zen not to have the value increase based on the fact that the whole universe is inflating, and crypto is a safe haven of keeping your assets not subject to the fiat inflation. So just due to the fact that there's fiat inflation and the ecosystem growth, Zen will increase in value, because you now have, there's really two things can happen. Either the newcomers to Zen will be minting at 4,000 per xeNFT, which they will be reluctant to sell at a loss in the future, so the value will continue to stay higher. Or nobody will mint at all, but if no one mints, then the supply actually stays the same. Supply ends up being locked, and there's no inflation. Inflation becomes zero, and we win anyway, right? So if inflation is zero and there's demand for it, then the value and the price goes up.
Right.
And all the Zenians that have minted a year ago at 10 Gwei now, and by the way, I haven't said that the Gwei actually moved. I only said that the cost of Ethereum has moved.
This is a pretty deep one. Because this one, though, is kind of funny. If you've been following the channel, everything Jack Levin is saying, we've been saying. Like, Zen is going to go up when gas goes up. And when gas goes up, it's going to go up because the rug is going to get pulled on crypto. That or crypto is going to go up because a lot of activity is going to be on the main chain. So it's either or, right? Either we're dumping and we're pumping, or we're pumping and we're pumping. That's what they're trying to. That's what he's trying to allude to, is that, again, this is just basic shit in Zen world. Probably why the price is pumping right now. Zen is connected to Ethereum. All right, I've been saying this philosophy for a long time now. It's funny. It's finally playing out. So I want everyone else to say it too. It's real. If you're connected to Ethereum, you're part of the narrative. And the hardest thing to do is create a coin that has value in Ethereum outside of its echo chamber. Like, Hex would be performing pretty well if it had some more people in it. Even everything. You could say it for every single coin. Avalanche would be doing a lot better if it had, more people in it. Matic would do a lot better if it had more people in it. Right? DBXEN is bringing people back to Matic. Shit, this little tiny 0.14% might be Zenians copping some Matic for the game. Shit, who knows? But yeah, Zen is what pushes the network now, and the network is moving based on the Zen pulse, because again, it's connected to ETH, and this is a problem that has yet to been solved. What is the other side of the Ethereum? What is the crypto that's gonna have plugs into every other blockchain, and it's solved the token issue, right? We've been in Zen for about a year now, and you could say that, hey, if you have enough credibility, you can release a coin on every single chain, and it should do all right if you have credibility. if you're organized, if you're going somewhere with it, it should be all right. You know, people have feared that. They've thought like, oh, I can't put a coin on another network. I'm going to spread my liquidity too thin. Zen is about to release on Optimism for fun, basically. This is for fun at this point. So, yeah, this we've solved the problem. I mean, I'm looking for another one. Every day I look for it. That's why I'm talking about Zen every day. Because I'm looking as well. All right, I go to new pairs every day, man. I go, where is that next coin that's going to be connected to the blockchain? Ethereum, where is it at? And you look up here, I was like, okay, cool. Maybe Blood Boy. It's number 7. It's the first one that's connected to ETH. Maybe Blood Boy? How about Much Wow? Or Zogs? Grumble. Oh, no, Legend shit. This one's going to definitely take me to the moon. Exit LP. Damn. Who releases these coins? Like, what level of cryptocurrency are you entering in that you're like, I'm going to go and release fucking Blood? What the fuck is going on? Or you can go to the biggest gainers and losers. Here you can hit the volume. You can see where it's most cracking, but it's just going to be Bitcoin. Dun, dun, dun. Also, this tip coin, because of social media. Shout out to CloudCox. He's going hard on this. Wow, BTCB on Binance. That's insane. Shout out to Dioshland with the motherfucking membership. Let's see what happens with the swoop. Hey, big ups, bro. Thanks for dropping that. I'm going to play with Optimism. Set up my wallet yesterday. Nice. Optimism should be cool. Just remember, it takes 7 days to get your ETH off of that bitch. So it takes 30 minutes. It takes 2 minutes for it to get there, and it takes 7 minutes or 7 days for it to get off. I'm still confused on it too. I call that gated material. What up, Dennis? Yo, are you still bullish on BBQ token? Hey, we're bringing that one back, bro. We're gonna go vampire the community. What happened to Pepe? Damn, Pepe fell the fuck off. Pepe tried to do it. They almost had it. Is this the real Pepe coin? Is this the real Pepe coin? I don't think so. Real Pepe started on the 20th of April. 420. So that one's wrong. You can't even trust anything anymore, man. It's crazy. Man, that's wild. I don't know if we should be worried or not. On Dex Screener, you got Bitcoin at the very top of the most traded volume. These are really good safe havens. Like, it's gonna be a wild day when we have the Wrap BTC pair with Zen, or the Wrap BTB or BTCB pair with Zen. Or actually, I don't think this is on Ethereum. I don't know how that's layer 0. This coin right here. So I'm not too sure how that works, but yeah, man. Fucking Zen is mooning. Everybody shut up. It's playtime. Base equals Hotel California, as Zensu called it. The Hotel California. Yeah, you could check in, but checking out, you better not try to fight out the door. Them shits ain't never gonna show up. What layer will X1 be? X1 will be a layer 1. Because like layer 0, to be honest, layer 0 is only layer 0 because they're an infrastructure built based on nodes and not computation of extraness, right? Like Bitcoin, they wanted with Bitcoin always knew it wanted to do DeFi on top of Bitcoin. Taproot came about in 2018, but before Taproot in 2018, and that's just the idea. They had Lightning Network, and then they had something else, but they also had these things called color coins. So they've always been trying to build on top of Bitcoin, and that's why you get layer 1, because it's on top of a base layer. Ethereum, you build on top of ETH, and ETH being the gas token, and Ethereum's supercomputer being able to compile Solidity, right? So layer 0 is just infrastructure below the base layer that allows coins to swap between base layers. That's why they call it layer 0, because on layer 0 level there's a node system set up that's occupying the storage of those base layer or layer 1 tokens. And that's why layer 0 is important to crypto, because again, as Jack Levin would say, people don't need to know what's going on under the hood. They just need to know that the coins are going to successfully show up on the other side. But in his which I try to find but I can't, you got to go and rewatch this video. But in this video, Jack Levin also says that he's been very vocal about this in general if you've been following him. But he doesn't like that layer 0 uses stable coins, and layer 0 doesn't like that they use stable coins, because if one of the stable coins were to fail, then like everything is failing, right? So this is again why Zen is working with layer 0, because if Zen could figure out a way to utilize all of its liquidity across 12 chains, that liquidity could potentially back a piece of layer 0 and it have a foundation underneath the base layer, right? And then we have X1 to be, on top of our integration with layer 0. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy. And then, but that's what I'm thinking with X1 chain. The future of X1 chain will be having every piece of crypto intertwined with it, kind of like it's like it's the ultimate power strip. Like everything is plugged into fucking X1 chain. And if you're a developer, you can use X1's flexibility to bring a new idea to life, because it has all the plugins. Like it's gonna be like that. That's kind of how I'm envisioning it, and kind of why I feel like Jack Levin doesn't feel bad pushing back the inception of it, because the longer it takes to create, the more time they can make new ideas. But as soon as XN is on the table, it turns into classic crypto. And classic crypto isn't what Zen is about. Zen is about changing the mannerisms and behaviors of like-minded individuals. We're all here because we like the same shit, but some of us, we need to enlighten ourselves. Europe, 21 thumbs. Tell him DXN. We need some thumbs up, man. It's cool though. Y'all don't have to like the video. Dun dun dun. Layer 0 kind of solves the bridge hacks, right? So yeah, that's what I mean though. So bridges are on top of base layer, and that's why they can be hacked, because the coins are sitting in a contract. So all you need to do is attack the contract as much as possible to try to get through the contract. And it happens. We saw it with Curve like a couple months ago, and and it didn't even happen in Curve. It happened to a stack in Curve's contract stack called Viper. So some other shit that they had to add into the Solidity code so that it could just work. And the hackers didn't even go after Curve. They went after the code base. So that is the problem with bridges, is that they live on the base layer, on layer 1, and where they live people can find. But when your funds are built with layer 0, they live below the base layer, which means the hackers now need to hack layer 0. And to hack layer 0 is a lot different than hacking the base layer. So, and it's like a real fucking Mission Impossible Tom Cruise movie, like what is it, propelling down the side of a building vibes into a secret lab, right? To steal a USB. View down. Yo, DXN, we're going up. Look at this perfect setup. But again, we're bearish on the performance of Zen. I think everything is going to perform well because it's true. Zen is tight as fuck and people should find out about it. But I do also think that people will take profit. So at a 200% gain, if there's not too much news up here, yeah, definitely take some profit. Because they pushed back the 333 auction. So we don't know when that's going to happen. That's pretty much just off the table. But what the real narrative is that's driving price is going to be DBXEN, because now that the 333 is off the table, people can start burning their Zen again in this game. But now this game is more distributed because a lot of people sold their coins from the lobby, providing a floor from the lobby versus wallet holders. So now you're waiting for people to unstake in order for the price to drop. If people don't unstake, then the price go up. And if price goes up, that means more Zen is needed to burn. Oh yeah, I haven't even showed this yet. But yeah, people are winning. So when you eliminate the Zen, like let's say you spent a whole month mining Zen and you mined 125, right? You mined it. So you didn't spend $350 on it. You know, you just spent money on gas. And realistically, this gas is 40% of this number. So let's say this user spent $300 on gas. Wait, hold up. It's almost $300. $400, $450, whatever. All right, they spent like $450 on gas. They minted this for free, and then they received 210 DXN for $53 or $537. So if this person really got this Zen for free, then they are in profit from playing the game. All right, so the game is getting ready to get turned up again because everyone's in profit. Everybody, even the people back here, if you minted the Zen for free. If you minted the Zen for free. Let me make sure I get it right. So even over here, because like if the Zen was minted for free, this gas transaction was like, if you got the right gas, wow, at 8, ooh, this person swerved it. Yeah, so it'd be 40% of this number. So they didn't really pay that much more, and they still made 1 DXN, bruh. So even the small burners came out ahead. And now this is the problem. The more people that learn about it, they're going to come after, and the divs grow. And then now people are going to want the divs, and that's going to cause coins to get locked, you know, and then people are going to be unstaking so that they can get into DBXENFTs, which is going to cause positions to move up. It's going to be a wild one. I am excited. Yeah, my divs went up a lot today. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Joe, share your wallet address to prove it. Blows. Imagine what other people have to imagine what other people have if you have 43 billion. I got 43 billions in right now. Oh, that's what happened here. It's funny. It's like, hey, bro, we can look at the contract, bro. You can't flex. The hardest thing is going to be flexing your crypto to Zenians, because we the type of motherfuckers to pull up the data. You fuck around with a Zenian and be like, I got XYZ. Some motherfucker gonna come out the cuts. Oh, let me pull this up real fast. Oh. That's a lie. Unless it is you right here, bro. This you? We found you already. You've doxed yourself. There's only one person here with 43 billion. That's funny. Yeah, not really worried. This person right here, they got the bag. 6. Oh wait, yeah. What is this? This person got a lot. How'd they get all of this? Is this transferred in? Oh, they're a seller. They're selling big. They got a big bag of Zen, yo. Wow. Yeah, but they're a miner. They've been mining this. This might be Richard Hart's wallet. Be careful. Zen garbage dump is gonna come out of nowhere and sweep up all the Zen alt market. I'm hyped to see that. Tree City West, are they gonna provide liquidity for their token? Do you know? Just real quick. Wink wink. We all know how to check receipts. Bro, was that Dave Chappelle impersonation? Maybe that's my little Dave Chappelle impersonation. Dave Chappelle's the GOAT. That fool had my whole childhood lit. If it wasn't for Dave Chappelle and Comedy Central, like, school would have been boring, bro. Like, real talk. That was the only thing I can remember as a kid, going to school and then everybody being like, did you see the Chappelle show last night? Like, and we're all little kids and shit. Like, because when the Chappelle show came out, I was only 11. So I remember being 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, I'm only 30 something. So I remember 15, 16, 17 years ago. And yeah, the Chappelle show, man, you would go to school the next day and you were whack as hell if you didn't watch the Chappelle show. It was like, oh, you don't got cable? Oh, you're poor. Used to be fucked. That shit was wild. I remember stressing my family out, like, I need Chappelle show in my bedroom. All right, I can't be getting made fun of at school because I don't got cable in my bedroom. Shout outs mom and dad. DXN with another one. Man, his credits is crazy. Ernest, welcome to the club, bro. Shout outs to DXN. Custom merch coming soon for my dude. Real talk. You gonna see it. Get a P.O. box. DXN. Get a P.O. box. Unless you're comfortable with sending your own address, but I'm gonna just say get a P.O. box, bro. 40 billion minting, 3 billion from Litigate. Okay. The racial draft is one of the best sketches. LOL. RZA and Giza. Now the racial draft is in time, like, it to this day is still hitting. Every episode in that shit. Even the haters ball was like a nuts ass episode in Dave Chappelle, bro. Like, I still be like, hate. People be hating. All my white friends love the Chappelle show. Hey, it was their insight into the real world, bro. They're like, hey, is that really what it's like? Go up to all their black friends. Hey, is the Chappelle show really what it's like at your house? Like, yeah, he hit it right on the head. For me, it was Seinfeld. That's how old I am. Hey, Seinfeld is what do you call it? Legend. That's some legendary comedy right there. Some good TV sitcom comedy. And shout out to Larry David. Another one of the really good things I recommend if you're looking for some funny content. Curb Your Enthusiasm. I hope my followers watch that shit. If not, what are you waiting for? Curb Your Enthusiasm is like hilarious. And it's still going. Larry David, the oldest, funniest white man I know. I don't know how we got here, but we're here. The I Know Black People game show was hilarious. Man, yeah, if there's anyone I could really interview, if I was like saying to myself, I want to create a podcast and interview OGs, it would be Dave Chappelle for sure. His artistic approach of like even disappearing was crazy. And coming back. Cloned. This motherfucker came back cloned. Nah, but I feel him though. And now that I got like I've worked out and stuff, some people be like, hey yo bro, are you yourself? Because you used to be skinny. It's like, damn, once you put on some muscles, somebody gotta ask you if you're yourself. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. This guy sells everything. Ultimate seller right here. That's why somebody followed his wallet with a buy. You spite buy this wallet 0655. Spite buy on top of them. As soon as they sell. Fuck that guy. Or girl. It could be a girl. I can't wait to see Dave in October. Oh, that's tight. Larry David called FTX. I know Larry David did call FTX in that fucking commercial. You know what's funny about that commercial? When I saw Larry David, I was like, wow, that is the perfect actor. I wish my eyes were really open so I could have known, man, crypto's about to fail. They brought in the realest, like his Curb Your Enthusiasm. The comedy is based on discomfort. So like that's like Larry David's actual psychology of comedy. Like he thinks about ways to make you uncomfortable or things that make him uncomfortable, and then he spins that into like an episode. And it's great human behavior, like humans, the one thing we don't want to talk about is what makes us uncomfortable. So to see it on the screen, and it'd be comical. It's like a win-win situation. Like his royalties are gonna last forever. But yeah, by them plugging him into that FTX thing about something that's uncomfortable that you don't really want to talk about, which is this shit is gonna fail, they picked the right person. Because who really lost there? We did. P.o.P. I don't know why that's not loading. He doesn't want me to see this guy's account. It's like, nah, don't worry. He ain't shit. Yep. All right, all out. Peace out, 6055. You're out of here. Yeah, so it's looking good. DXN price is it's looking really good. Now where do we go from here? Again, like I was saying, keep your eyes on this level of $8, $10. That's probably where we would go up to. Like if it was just to like rip, I would expect it to do something like that. Because at 10, at this particular range, people who bought down here, like they're pretty up. Now the question is do they want the gains? Probably not, because the utility comes back into play where it's like, hey, I've already built a position, and if I were to sell right now, I'm gonna exit everything and have to do it again. And if it doesn't go as low as it went, all of the coins I bought down here, where that will be it. Like you would be praying again. See, I'm going in circles because it's so great. Because you would be praying again that the price goes down because people unstake, and you don't control the unstaking class. So you can wait and pray, or you can just, find a position. You should have been finding a position, or you get your Zen up, right? That's why Zen is pumping, because then you get your Zen up so you can burn in the lobby and DCA Zen into the DXN lobby, so you can have a bunch of DXN for the highs, because it'll appreciate better. Like if I've already shown this in the stream, you can go back and look at it again. But yeah, anybody who burned their Zen, right, at a $1's worth of Zen, they got $2 worth of DXN at these prices. So as DXN goes up in price and Zen slowly goes up in price, this value will run away from this value, which will solidify that you're better off burning your Zen for DBZen than holding it, right? And the only reason people are holding right now is for the 333 auction. So you take that shit off the table. And again, that's why this has exploded. Everything right after that news, boom. If you're smart Zenian, you're like, all right, it's my time. It's my time. Shout out to the principal with the swoop. Dioshaline with another one. God damn, somebody get this man a beer. Idiots in the chats, be careful, y'all. Watch PDXN be better than CBDXN. What I want to hear is Rosvin be like, hey, we're working with layer 0 as well. We're going to bring all the chains together. That'd be comedy. Hey, we're going to bring everything together. Don't worry. It's all coming to fruition. Let's see if people already started burning again. Because again, at these levels, if you've been holding Zen, you're better off burning it for DXN if you have the gas. And again, you can DCA gas so that you don't burn a lot of gas, but you burn a lot of Zen. And then if you want, you can sell the DXN to cover the gas that you had to burn the Zen. But the higher DXN goes, every single lobby is a gamble of like chance. Because if DXN goes up in price, you're like winning with your entry. Because if that's what I'm trying to say. If you enter with a certain amount of Zen and DXN keeps going up in value, then that day that you entered, you're going to have a really good reward. And a lot of people are going to play this game. They're already starting again. It's happening. It's happening. But yeah, man, that's all I really have for today, though. We'll look at P.o.P. All Zen seems to be going up. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. So yep, we have ETH on top. CBZen is up 7%. AVAX Zen is up 9%, but they're still down a lot. Damn it. I got mints coming today though. Don't worry. PZen looks like it's down 18%. Oh. Wow, Moonbeam up 29%. Nice. Oh, it hit a 9 though. It's trying to climb up from the depths of hell. Matic up 13%. Things are looking good. So PZen, a lot of it has been burned. Well, actually, I haven't kept my eye on it, but I've seen it, so I hope it has. Y'all gonna have to let me know. Pulse chain has the worst. A Pulse chain is like, you know, you're getting into something that you should expect. It's a hoopty, you know. You don't get into a hoopty and question the noises that you hear. Okay, you get into a hoopty and you expect to hear noises. All right, that's a pulse chain. That's a hoopty. I mean, Richard Hart grew up at hoopties, right? He said that the floor on his dad's van was like Fred Flintstone. And what do you expect from a man that says that? Hoopty. So sad for PZen. PZen will come through though, because this is like this is upgrading the hoopty, right? If you can get through the cloud of like how bad Pulse Chain is as a product, you'll prosper. So again, ideas will float on subchains, and if Zen is really gonna come together, then maybe where the most activity of users are is where you want to be as well. Just want to be there. You ain't gotta stay there. Just want to be there. Just want to be like, yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, man? I'm from Avalanche. Motherfuckers introducing themselves and shit from their favorite blockchains. Hey, what's up, bro? I'm Binance. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Polygon in the house, yo. Me, I'm just Ethereum. I'm just Zen. I'm gonna go for the banger. I believe in the banger. And again, it's because of this theory. Zen versus E theory. Not too many coins can do it. Yeah, PZen gonna be alright. Low. You cannot just check one LP pool, bruh. There's multiples for each. Well, yeah, there's multiples, but I like the ones that have the highest trading volume, because that's where the router goes. Like when you look at like ZenFi and all that stuff, when they're telling you where it's routed, it's gonna be based on volume, and then the router will dip from there. So I guess let's see, V2. All right, V2 does have a little bit more volume. All right, we'll throw it in the mix. USDC, and we're not connected to that. That's for sure. Yeah. I feel it. Oh, that's not on Ethereum. Damn. Zenpool's still alive with the Hex. That's crazy. Yeah. Here, we'll look at this one. We'll see if it's giving off the same vibes. Probably, though. They're all doing the same things. This one's a little lower. Yeah. I mean, it's all giving off the same things. Now, I guess it's just maybe because I got all my lines on here. But look at this, though. We're still waiting for this moment to happen on the ETH side of things. So we still have this concept of appreciation, where we appreciate out of this bottom range up to, on the other side of things, this is where the 200 or 5 zeros 20 is. But I do believe that whenever we break out, you'll be able to use the ETH price of the chart to identify the dump. So the moment you see that this line starts to head down, just know it's over. Know that like supply is changing, minters are selling, and buyers are buying, and you don't want to be holding when minters start selling. That's what we just fucking learned, dude. Minters start selling, yeah, you might want to get out. So I'm gonna keep watching this once we break out. This is gonna be a really good indicator to let you know what direction you are. They all do the same, but you have to add coins in the pools to give the right perspective of a total available supply. Yeah, I mean, I hear all that, because don't forget about the centralized exchanges. They have a massive amount of cash out. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, the centralized exchanges could sell to zero, but everyone in the decentralized space wouldn't care for it. So then if a lot of people did get Zen and then they came over here to wreck the price, that would be on our community for allowing that to happen, because people put their coins over there. So that's why I'd be saying, hey, you should not put your coins on a centralized exchange to support the community. But if you are going to do it and then the exchange gets hacked and it dumps the price to zero, like, that's everything. That can always happen. But that's why I like looking and controlling my theory on one liquidity pool, because that's where the action is. So I guess you can say that too. Here, let's look at this. The action. That's the traders. So I guess we have both of these up. I've been looking at this pool, but let's look at the other one. So yeah, this one actually has the action. So I should probably be charting on this one, because it has the action, but it has less Zen in the pool. So this one has less Zen, but more buying and selling and trading. Weird. This V2, because everyone else is going to be adding to V3. This just makes me bullish on how much ETH is in the system. Because here it shows we only have 81 Ethereum. But then over here it shows we have 133 Ethereum. So technically we have a shit ton of Ethereum in our ecosystem. I wonder what this looks like over here. Whoa, this looks way different than the other chart. He said, but it will seem that, but it seems that you think available stuff is only on the DEX, but a ton of people are buying and selling. They can come from the sites. Yeah, I know that part. I mean, but what I'm saying is this is the likelihood of that. Like, if we were putting it on a ratio scale of like 1 to 100, the likelihood is literally like 20 out of 100. Because those gated concepts, the people who are really like who you're trying to attract, let's say, like, again, like those like Americans can't use centralized exchanges that Zen is on. And there's a lot of Americans that don't move that way. They move on Uniswap. So it's like, knowing that those things exist, it's just the thing that you know that exists, because it's traditional crypto, and Zen started that way. What the hope is that, like how it is now, like new Zens come out and Gate.io doesn't pick up CB Zen, right? So it's gonna oscillate. Do you think we'll go higher on eZen? Of course. That's what I want to see. I want to see it break out and then the exchange of hands on this RSI. That's when you'll know to get out. Because see how it's like, it seems like we're extremely overbought in Ethereum, but really we're not. It's just like miners are mining and they're not, and they get to like a sell area, then buyers buy, and then it offsets because there's more buyers than miners. And then eventually we should see an area where a miner goes, fuck it, I'm gonna sell, because they have more Zen than the people buying. And then that's what's gonna start the sell-off. And we'll go through this cycle again at a higher point. Now how high we go, that's up to everybody. Actually, you do know why AZen was not picked up by Mac. That was strange. They don't want to pick up. I don't think any of these side chains want to, or these centralized exchanges want that risk. because it would expose probably something they're doing with Zen. Because then it would be like not a lot of people are into it. Like, why isn't BZen in more centralized environments? Right? Everybody's going to want eZen because it's more manipulatable. There's more players and more people can manipulate it. But that's what's going to bring up everything else. Because you can't bring up everything without fucking with the regular Zen. So again, yeah. But yeah, we're going to keep this on the table, guys. 5 zeros into 21. Oh, they have MZen and BZen? Well, maybe they saw the value in those first two then. I didn't know they had those two. That would be the only place I know that has those. That's cool for them. Let's look at BZen. Damn, flowed out. Floored out. This shit's ready to go. Zen's ready to do something as an ecosystem. Scary times for a non-Zenian. Look at the CB Zen. Man. Hope you got yourself a bag, bro, going into the weekend. Let's look at DXN one more time. Woo. Whales. They selling the oh, okay, they trying to get it down. All right. Who's this? 18-0. 0 to hero. Oh, they all out though. Oh, an unstaker. So you see what I mean? People are gonna unstake and then they're gonna release. So now what I would do is I take these unstakers and I go to my DBXEN on Zenmon and I fucking track your bitch ass. I might even have this here already. No, I don't. Okay. So they got a lot of DBXEN staked up. Wow. So we'll see what they do. 21. That's crazy. 21,000 staked. But see, this is the part right here. Now what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to keep going through with this. This is some good detective work. Let's go to the burn tracker, and then let's see how much they've burned. Blockchain don't lie, baby. Oh, they didn't burn anything. Okay, so then that means they brought in the DXN from a different area. Wow, they're going to make me go on a scavenger hunt looking ass. Oh, you want to know the facts? Go find them. So, transferred. Okay, so this account is just bouncing them around. Oh, and they're buying them. Okay. Wow, just buying and staking. What a wild world. All right, well, let's see what they do. Think of it this way too, because that's what's crazy. They did this. They unstake and sold, and then everybody who bought after they did that, they essentially refilled up the liquidity. And then that distribution of that 1,800 went to all these other wallets. So now this person, they just basically gave away 1,800 DXN. Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you just give it away, bro? Like, are you going to burn again? I guess you're going to burn again. It doesn't really make any sense. So this is, in my opinion, they're testing the waters to see if people come behind them. They might be doing this shit all weekend, though. So be on your toes. But it's exhausted. Every time that they could be looking at this too. Here, let's put an indicator up that Profeta put us on. The commonality channel index. So on the hourly, this isn't looking too shabby. On the daily, it looks like it can get a little bit more oversold before a pullback should happen. Right? But again, we're dealing with unstakers. So the only people who are going to participate in a pullback are people unstaking their DXN, selling it on the market in hopes that no one comes after them. Right? Like, yes, you got 3 ETH. But what are you going to do now because you don't have the DXN? And you drop the price to an area where some people were like, I got $400 for that. Or my bad, I got $1,000 for that. You know, power shifts. It's actually kind of crazy. I burned 500 million and staked 366 DXN. It feels good. Build up your position, man. Damn. MEXC has DC. Zen, that's crazy. What the fuck are they doing with that shit? 46% of my MZen is on MEX. Strange you didn't know they had it there. Well, I'm not on exchanges. All I did was decentralized exchanges. I don't even believe in exchange. What is a centralized exchange? A fiat ramp? That's all I can think of. They even have Phantom. Yeah, and also I saw that the exchanges are just washes. Everything that goes into DXN typically comes from an exchange, because I think someone sends their Zen to the gate IO place and then they wash it through it and send it to a random address. Similar to how like I look up an address that's selling a bunch of coins that are staked, but they didn't burn anything. So there's people trying to remove themselves from their participation in DXN. That shit is crazy to me. If that's like a really bullish mannerism. Like, why are they doing that? Like, you don't want people to know? Like, there must be something here. Something must be cooking here. Oh yeah, so we got 2 on stakes. This one's 50 minutes ago. They pulled out 301, and now they're just sitting on it. And again, this is a buyer, somebody who bought. They didn't actually, you know what I'm saying? They didn't actually mine, it looks like. Or maybe they mined for a little bit because they have a lot more here. But yeah, they have that 310. They're sitting on it. Now, like, and again, this is what's funny. Anytime you unstake, you could just think of this 301 DXN out of the pool for 3 days. So until somebody picks up all of this and restakes it, it's not going to be part of the stake. So that's another reason why it's kind of stupid to unstake and just sit on 300 DXN. Like, you should be deleting it. You should be selling it. If not, then what are you doing? It's it's supposed to be staked and working, getting you ETH every day. Like, you don't know how the game works? It's crazy. You name it, mate. It might be, but there's also a source of Zen on that market that can't be ignored. It can't be ignored, but honestly, I hope it get. To be honest, Timo Cap is gonna sound all cap, but I hope them shits get hacked. I hope all them centralized exchanges get hacked, and I hope that Zen as a community we lose because they get hacked and nobody respected the idea that liquidity there shouldn't be ignored, right? So I'm not ignoring it. I'm just acknowledging that that's a bad idea. I don't want to pay attention to it. So saying that there is an amount of Zen on the market because it's not on the DEX is a false statement. If you have a ton more of it for the centralized exchanges. If they get hacked, what happened to Zen? Yeah, the Zen will dump hard. Because if they get hacked, that's what's going to happen. It's going to get dumped. And again, that's why I think actually most of the centralized Zen is owned by the centralized entity. So they're going to take your Zen with them when they go out, whenever they feel like it. And again, I don't know why anybody would risk their Zen in a centralized exchange. Because that is a real thing that could happen. Like, they could really take it all. Like, something could happen, bro. And we haven't had that moment yet. Maybe they'll keep surviving, but that's crypto 1.0. In the original state of crypto, you wanted to come out on a centralized exchange for marketing value, for eyes. But going into Zen 2.0 season 2, we're officially using chains. We don't need a centralized exchange to boost us up. So now we're just waiting for them to rug. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's a perception that centralized exchanges bring in communities. And it's also it's like, do you even want that community? Here's an analogy in the club scene. So like in a club scene, there's a certain community that's going to buy a lot of hard liquor. And then there's a certain community that's going to buy a bunch of soft liquor, or what you can say is like 2 drinks and a beer, or a shot and a beer, right? Like if you're one of those type of people who go out to a bar and you buy a shot and a beer, you're not a high priority to these bars, okay? And that's kind of what the concept is of they have a community. Sometimes you don't want a certain community because it doesn't gross a certain amount of revenue. So centralized exchange communities, everyone in crypto knows those aren't the communities you want. They're not going to pump the chart. You get me, Dennis? So like, I feel that argument that they bring in communities, but I rebuttal with not as much as they do, not as much as being on a blockchain. Being on a blockchain brings in more people than being on a centralized exchange in this future. Maybe in 2022, it was different, but in 23, I would 100% say centralized exchanges are fucking dead. They're dead. They're dead. We got to get rid of them. We got to act like they don't exist so that we don't encourage anyone to go there. And if you're there, you know, but protect it. Think about the community that FTX bought. FTX, man, they swooped in. But you can see the different types of communities or the product that people want. Like Gemini, they push themselves towards B2B and business. Coinbase pushes themselves toward the general public. You know, and so on and so on. Like you can see where the type of crowd a business wants. Like that's why Zen wants everyone. We want everyone. We want everyone. What about the liquidity on a centralized exchange? It's one of those things where you should be buying it and taking it off of there. Like, let's look at it real quick for my emphasis here. For my point of emphasis. So, like, if we look at the Zen holders list, right, the top 3 are centralized exchanges, and Gate.io, it keeps getting more. So I'm under the impression as well that Gate.io is mining Zen, and they're adding it to their contracts to supply the Zen for trading in the future, which is why they might not rug. They might not rug because Zen is going to be huge, and they're going to be stupid to be like out of Zen supply, you know, as more and more people go here to take the Zen to burn it. So that's all this shit would be in the future. It would be like, oh, go to Gate.io so you can get a bunch of Zen to burn it because there's not enough on Uniswap. So that's all that is. But if you're sitting your Zen there and you're trading it back and forth on Gate.io, like, and then you're saying I'm here because there's liquidity here, you've in my opinion, you've got the game upside down. That's just my opinion. But like, if that's what you want to do, like, you can do it, and you're 100% right. The liquidity is here, and it can't be ignored because it's the number one on the smart contract. But if you hear my emphasis, is like the less Zenians that are here, the more exposure that these are here because they're using capital to mine the Zen, and that's bullish for Zen. Because why are they doing that? Why? Me. Very good one if you're DCAing in and out though. Most people learn about crypto from centralized exchanges. Like personally learn crypto from Binance. I hear you on that. Selling on an exchange part, if not allowed for smaller wicks down on dexes, allowed for better cash out. Fuck the centralized exchange, but it can't be ignored. I hear you on that. You guys are making some good rebuttals to the argument here. A third of Zen is on the centralized exchange. Shows why it's important to have them. I still hear you on that, but I still am. I fuck the exchanges, guys. We gotta get rid of them. Kind of like how I won't mint a Zen punk until they make it so that I'm burning something. That's how I feel about the exchanges. I won't interact with them until they expose themselves that they are mining Zen for the marketing. Then I'll be like, all right, I'm down. Let's go see what's up over there. They're telling me how they're helping the ecosystem. I can't deny it now. I can't deny it. Me too. I learned a lot from Robinhood. You know what's funny though? I guess if I had to give an experience tip about learning things places and from where, because like it's funny hearing you guys say that. Like I learned from Binance, I learned from Robinhood. Like, bruh, I learned from like YouTube and experience. Like I didn't learn from any other central entity of how crypto works. I literally read the Bitcoin white paper and other white papers that existed at the time to comprehend why crypto is a store of value, and then how to protect my keys, and then, you know, again, no middleman, everything that you like that Richard Hart says, because it's likable shit. But that's how I learned about crypto. My first thing I learned was do not leave your coins on an exchange, because that is not good. So it is kind of ironic to hear you guys say like I came in from an exchange when like classic crypto was telling you not to leave your coins on the exchange. And I have big ups though, big ups to the learning departments inside of these major conglomerates. I can't hate on them, because without them there would be no Rolando and no Dennis. So y'all remind me why we still got to respect centralized exchanges, because they are onboarding individuals into crypto, even though it might not be the way that an OG would tell you how to run the block, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, Zen will get on Binance. YT and experience for me as well. Yeah, man. All YouTube University. That's why I got my own now. So join my members. Join in before it's too late. Do you see this fucking chart on the screen? This is DXN, ladies and gentlemen. We call this bottom. Now Zen, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I do think that the mentors are all slapping hands right now. I think we're high-fiving. So I think we're gonna be okay. We're getting away from this downtrend. Stepping away. It's like the stairway to heaven. This is getting ready to happen here. Getting away from this downtrend as we all slap hands. Hey, you're gonna hold, bro. You're gonna hold, bro. Hey, you're gonna hold too, right, bro? Yeah, hodl. This is gonna see some nice price appreciation. I came from the medical field, and you came from tech, so that makes sense. yeah. That's I guess another thing too. I've been plugged into technology since 2010, like where I'm in the world. I'll get a paycheck from tech. So yeah, man, that's why Zen exists. I'll keep it real. Like, because of the way that you guys came into crypto and the way that I came into crypto, that's why Zen exists. It's the balance system to remind people that you don't need VC funding. It's not what it started with. It started with self-custody and the user understanding that they own the product. OG. Bro, what's the point to launch Zen on every chain? Doesn't it reduce the value of Zen and the other chains because of that? Imagine if Bitcoin was on 15 different chains. But see that right there? That's your conundrum, MD. You should never put in the same sentence, imagine if Bitcoin was released on 15 other chains. Like, that isn't even fathomable. Because Bitcoin, there is no second best. So you can't even think about Bitcoin being on 15 other things. Bitcoin is actually on 15 other chains. Like, actually, what you just said, though, I could debunk again. Because you could just go here to the biggest gainers and losers and hit volume, and you'll see Bitcoin on Ethereum, on Binance Chain, on Arbitrum. That's four pools. Here's what RadBTC on. Damn, that shit fucking blew up in your face, boy. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Goodness gracious. 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 Bitcoin networks. So it does look like Bitcoin is on 15 different chains there. But yeah, I would say your question was answered when you said to yourself 15 chains. Sorry about that, bro. Hold on 1 second. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this one up. Gotta call somebody. We've been doing this stream now for almost 2 hours. And I'm sorry, MD, I'm not trying to roast you, bro. Don't think that's a roast at all. That was just something I had to throw in there. Like, it's simple mathematics. Bitcoin there's no second best. Everybody wants to build around Bitcoin, and that's why Zen is on a bunch of chains. Because the problem is that you'll notice there ain't no other coins. It's not like ETH is on Avalanche and people are horny for ETH on Avalanche. You know, and that was what Zen had to separate. Zen had to separate the conceptual belief that one brand represents one idea. So Zen actually represents a mindset, and it lives on 12 different chains. It's not on 12 different chains. It lives on 12 different chains. So you got to change your English. Your English response when someone asks you why is Zen on 12 chains, it's because it lives there. And then when they say why does it live there, because that's the problem with cryptocurrency. People think cryptos can't live in other environments, but with the gas is lower. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's talk about blockchain. And it goes in right there. The rest is history. Bruh for blockchain president. I'll wear a nice tie. Yo, more crypto said to waste our time. Factors. Rad BTC on some chains like MZen and BZen compared to Zen. It's not like it's MZen and BZen compared to Zen. What do you mean by that? Rad BTC on some chains is not like MZen and BZen compared to Zen. Well, okay. I mean, I can hear you on that because they're all in relation of price, but Zen is in relation of mindset. So eventually, who knows how long? It could take up to 8 years. But in the future, all Zen should be based on the total supply. So however much is on the whole network. That's what I was trying to show here. So like, I don't know if they have that stat yet, but it'll be based on that. Like, let's see. So the total liquid supply is Zen. Yeah. So this total supply, liquid supply of Zen, the 772 trillion, that's actually what our local supply is. So we want to get this number down on all chains. And that's why Zen is on all these chains, because the question is which chain is going to start the catalyst of burning for all chains? You would think it would be Ethereum, but even ETH hasn't started the catalyst. So which chain is going to make it click that, oh my God, Zen needs to be burned? Or how much time is in between the click? Is it when the S curve starts? You know, and that's in 26. So does it come before 26? That's what we're trying to discover right now. It's not in relation to price. There is some amount of BTC taken out of circulation. Oh, okay. I mean, but that's so literal. My G pulled up like the straight up dictionary and said, don't worry, I got the fucking every time. I fucks with you, Tombo Cat. You hit me with the real though. I mean, that's a real explanation. Yes, they're not all the same, but people don't know what's going on under the hood. They just see price. Nah, Zen is the future. Nah, Zen is a contract. That's so funny. When it comes down to how many clicks will set you financially free, we're going to be having that little motorized thing on our finger like, hey, this is the blockchain that's going to get me lit. It's going to change my life. Yo, that's facts. But yeah, this number right here, man, we got to get this number down, bro. It's too fucking high, man. It might hit 1Q. We might be like, we got new numbers over here. But no, I think a lot of it's going to be burned. It's all going to be pretty much burned. DBXEN running the charge. Don't let DBXEN get back to $10 because Zen is going to be burning like it's like no other. Do not let DBXEN get to $10. All the haters in Zen, you should be trying to manipulate this right now as fast as possible. Oh, but you got to buy the coins if you ain't got none. Let's check it out. We got a dumper. DXN on ETH to 200 within a month easily. It could do whatever it wants to do. Because of people like this. Let's see what they got the DXN from. Up, they're all out. Balance is 0. Claimed rewards. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, the unstaker. Unstaker. RIP. Enjoy the Ethereum. Enjoy. You see that this theory is too easy. The only people that are selling in the middle of the day are the unstakers. So the only liquidity that's coming from DBXEN is from the minters, and they mint daily when gas is low. So you won't see anybody minting right now because they're not going to mint until the gas is at the bottom. So if you want to join the community here, don't start minting until the middle of the night, right? And then eventually other randos will show up. They'll start minting because they don't know the game. They don't know that you can do a bunch of bash mints and save on protocol fee. They don't know, you know, you wait until 9 Gwei to do the best spread of burns. Like, they don't know that. They're just playing the game, right? They just care about DXN and price. And now they're caught in the trap. So which side of the pendulum are you going to be on? DXN feels like a whale game, though. You could say that, but it's not. Because you can still burn. I mean, I dropped it already, but if you rewind the video, I showed that anybody who burned 2.5 million Zen, yesterday it was worth $1. The Zen was worth $1. And they got one DXN that's now worth $3. So the whale game isn't real. It's a perception. You think it's a whale game because the numbers are big. But then when you do the research and you realize that the numbers are only big because of the smaller amount of DXN due to supply, you then notice that most of the reason you see only giant numbers is because it's one person. And one person can't take the ship down. It has to be everyone that follows. So the whale game is a perception to keep you out, right? You want to play the game at your own speed. And like yesterday, again, anybody playing at their own speed at 2.5 million, they made $3. So it's all on how you're gonna play the game. If you don't have a lot of capital or you don't really care to play the game, then yeah, maybe don't do this. I would say stay with Zen. But if you're bored, why not? I'm pretty sure a lot of other people are bored right now, and that's why it's finally breaking out. Do you give out knowledge though? And some people will check and they will be wrong. Well, I hear you on that. But at the end of the day, they can come back and ask me and I'll have my theory on why I believe it's the way it is. So there's the literal concepts, right? That's what I say, like dictionary. So the dictionary is going to say one thing, but you could end up in an environment where that word does not mean what the dictionary version is. And now you're looking weird because you didn't come with the knowledge based. So knowledge base, I feel like, will always rule. And the knowledge base is that all of those rat BTCs exist because they want Bitcoin on other chains. Just like what that person asked. Why is Zen on all those chains? Well, why is Bitcoin on all those chains? Yeah, and it goes on and on and on. But yeah, Mr. Drums, I'm just saying, pay attention. It might take a couple of days, but if you really want to make sure you're making a rational decision, pay attention to this lobby. And in about a week, hopefully it doesn't get too far away from you. You'll see exactly what I'm saying. Or you can rewind the video and I explain it pretty in depth. But yeah, man, it's time to wrap this shit up. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll catch you on Monday. Yeah, there's been a lot of 2-hour streams lately. It's kind of insane. But big ups to everybody that's been replaying the reruns, showing up, hitting the like button, all that good jazz, and being in the chat and asking questions. This is what it's all about. Crypto education. Trying to keep the community on edge. Zen is ready to go. Again, we're all waiting for the world to figure itself out. Our world is pretty dope, but everything else on the outside, again, it can affect what we got going on. So stay chill out there this week. Dennis with another bomb drop says Zen game audit is done. Oh, okay, let's fucking go. Got to get my ETH up. But yeah, man, thanks again. Hey, and shout out to Tomo Cat. I fucks with the debate, man. Let's keep it going so we can see all sides. We don't need to just see one side. And I'm probably one of the most open debaters because I'm okay with being wrong. Like, bring the wrong to me so I can be wrong live, and then we can all learn together. But yeah, man, y'all be chill out there. Peace.